So it is now day 86 of the training vlog. I've got quite an interesting one today. It's one I'm really looking forward to doing, actually. So it's May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day. So May the 4th be with you. I know nothing about Star Wars. However, I've found some workouts online where I can turn into a Jedi, Yoda, and a stormtrooper. So I'm going to pick one exercise from each so I can be all three, because they all sound very cool. I don't really know what they are. Essentially, I'm going to turn into them after my run today. But the main thing we're going to look at today is running and writing. I looked online, and you'll see later on, there's essentially loads of news articles and authors and whatever interviews where essentially they've said that running and writing, or running can improve your writing, and vice versa, writing can improve your running. So I'm going to put that to the test today. So I'm going to email Savers. I'm going to email a sports management company. I'm going to do a poem about my training. I'm going to do a diary entry. So obviously you see a lot of what I get up to in the day anyway, so you don't really need to see my you don't need to see me writing about what you already see. So I'm going to try and fill in the gaps. So my diary entry is going to be about the bits where you don't see me film and what's happening during those periods. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. I'm hoping the running will essentially give me that inspiration. All the exercising and run, walk, gym, a little bit like I did with the mental maths challenges the other day. Hoping the running's going to help my writing. I love writing, so yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to make a good poem and everything that you'll enjoy. So yeah, looking forward to giving that a try today. Of course, though, before that, sit-ups, breakfast, time to get on.
Of Chewbacca just running a minute ago was actually from an event in Singapore about 8 years ago. I think it was 2017. It said been to Singapore before, but I don't think they were doing it back when I went there. But yeah, it looks like a really fun thing. Can you imagine running in a costume like that? Anyway, I haven't got any Star Wars stuff, so I will not be able to run in that. But I will do my workout, my Star Wars workout after this run. But before that, I thought I'd share with you some of the stuff I've already put in my diary entry. Otherwise, it's going to be very long. So I'm going to read what I've written so far. So these are the first entries. 4:38 a.m. Woke up as I needed a wee. I scrambled around to find my glasses, but I ended up picking up my power bank instead. I don't think that will help me see better. 5:48. Got out of bed to do sit-ups. There was a seagull making noise outside. I sat there moaning about why it was up so early on a Sunday, but I soon realised I have more in common with it than most people who are still enjoying their lying. 6:13. I beat Dad down to the kettle. I forgot to prepare my breakfast the night before. I tried to nibble on some trail mix while waiting for my tea. Half of it ended up on the floor. My hamstrings were tight, so I tried to pick the dropped nuts up while bending my toes. I think I'm getting old. 6:47 a.m. Put my new running socks on. I realised I hadn't left my set of feet bag on eBay. So this gave me an opportunity to do my first piece of writing for today. My review was kept simple. Comfy soft socks. I appreciate the L and R letters on them, so I know I have them on the right way. What an amazing bit of writing so far. I'm hoping I'll have some more exciting entries after I've had a run, because it will give me that inspiration like those other challenges the other day. Speaking of which, I also did an email to Under Armour, which was the other screenshot you would have just seen, because I still know I don't think I can get my current shoes I'm walking in anymore because they're 6 years old. So it'd be interesting to see what they've got back. So already I've done diary entries, I've done reviews, and I've done emails to companies asking for some help. I have plenty more to do, so I've got to do a poem and a message to Savers as well. So yeah, let's get running. Let's get some inspiration from that. Let's crack on with the day. What? I've only done 6k so far this morning, well, not even that yet. But I'm actually really enjoying it this morning. Going a lot slower. But yeah, my hamstrings feel a lot better again, and all sorts really. There's a blood bike going which is very bizarre. I saw it yesterday. It's like a motorbike that's delivering blood, I think. Anyway, yeah, I feel really good. Really strong. They're just going at a much slower pace. I'm obviously thinking about how I can structure my message. So I'm writing, as I said, to a sports management company today. So I'm going to do an email to them. Essentially, they look after athletes like Mo Farah,
Usain Bolt and a load of Olympic ones who are not as well known. And it'd be brilliant if I could almost get them to, get one of the athletes just to leave us a little message for THINK18. So I'm going to say what I'm doing and what the charity do, and if anyone can maybe do like a short clip, they probably won't reply. But that's where this inspiration from my running, I'm hoping, will help me come up with some good ideas so I can convince them to send us a little message. So yeah, that's the plan. Look forward to doing that, but while you're on the move, it's impossible to think.
For 20k, it's time to go into Star Wars mode. I'm back from a run, as you saw, and I'm now just doing 3 diary entries per different thing I'm doing. So I did pre-run diary entry, now it's sort of during the run diary entry, and then the walk to the gym diary entry, post-gym. So we're going to do basically 3 per thing I'm doing today. So the next 3 I've put in. It was quite interesting, actually. I did find when I was running, because I knew I was doing this, I did listen a lot more, and it did make me think about how I'm going to warrant it, because obviously I didn't write it as I was going along. So it was quite interesting. I do think it does you do process things better when your mind is clear, and I think running and walking definitely clears that mind. So here we go. 7:44, out running. I overheard a conversation between 2 ladies walking ahead. One said she hasn't been to her fitness class this week as her usual instructor is on holiday. Deborah, who is currently doing it, is too bossy and has a squeaky voice. Her words, not mine. 8:15. Saw a dog walking slowly behind its owner. I tried to guess her name to keep my brain busy. His name was actually Rupert. Good guess. 8:49. There's a local football tournament going on at the field. I heard one parent tell his son to hurry up as he's starving and wants a burger. That's not an ultra-runner's breakfast, is it? There we go. That was the inspiration that the running gave me and how to word it, but that was what happened. I listened a lot more, and I actually heard some very funny conversations today, so it was quite interesting. So it's time to do my Star Wars workouts, and as I said, I have no idea about Star Wars, but I've heard of stormtrooper, I've heard of a Jedi, and is it Yoda? Yeah, not yoga, I was about to say yoga. I've heard of Yoda as well. We're going to do 1 exercise from each sort of picture that you've just seen, essentially. And yeah, essentially, hopefully then I turn into all 3, because that would be the best thing, wouldn't it? If you're not sure, why don't you be the best part of all of it? Now it says a Jedi does some sort of side plank thing, so yeah, let's give it a try. I'm sure I'm not going to be able to do this, but anyway, side planks, I think it was called. Right, so it's called planks with rotation, so I got it wrong. So to be a Jedi, you need to do planks with rotation. I'm not doing 20, by the way. I'll do as many as I can do. So plank position, and then I've got to turn. Oh, I'm feeling that already. Turn my body. Oh, that's not working. Right, one more go. So I can feel that. I can feel my core with that. So that's half a Jedi. It's the turning bit. What am I doing wrong? Or do I just lift my arm up? Oh, I can just feel it on my shoulder. No. No, I'm not doing that. Right, don't want to be a Jedi. Let's be a stormtrooper. Right, so stormtroopers also do planks, but they kick up with their legs rather than going up to the side like this. So let's move forward. Okay, so into the plank position, like so. And then I've just got to lift this leg up, have I? Oh, that's harder than it. Like, that is a lot harder than it looks. If anyone's ever done a plank before, they're quite hard anyway. But lift your leg up. I'm going to see how long I can hold it. I'm going to hold it for 10 seconds to be a stormtrooper. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can just feel it on my toes. My toe on there. It's taking all the weight. No. See, I'm sure you're meant to be feeling it more there. The 2 I've done, my shoulder hurt when I turned, and my toes hurt. They seem to be taking all the weight. Right, I'm not a Jedi and I'm not a stormtrooper. Can I be Yoda? Let's see. So this one had no pictures at all, but basically it says it's a standard wood chop, and I need a lightsaber. This is my lightsaber for today because I don't have another one. So apparently you got to stand like this. I think it said put that over your right shoulder and then chop. Then exhale as you go up, wasn't it? So inhale as you go down. And then tilt your pelvis more, wouldn't it? I'm not tilting my pelvis here. Right, that's rubbish. That cannot be how to do it. You need pictures if you're going to do this. So yeah, I'm not going to be part of the Star Wars crew, I don't think. That's pathetic. But I haven't got time to learn it. We need to get to the gym, and I need to get some inspiration again from my workout so I can do that email to Mo Farah's client company.
Yeah, just leaving the gym now. I actually spent half an hour, I was on the treadmill doing my email to Pace, the sports management company. So again, it's the company that look after Usain Bolt and Mo Farah as a couple of their clients. I do find it does work. Honestly, it's a bit of a double benefit you get from it, because when you're walking, obviously it distracts you from the actual walk, because treadmills can be quite boring if you know, not really doing anything, because you're not seeing anything different like being outside. But also I think where you are more alert, because obviously you're moving, does give you some better ideas. I think running has a longer benefit because it just sets your day up right. Anyone who doesn't run in the morning, you'll know what I mean. It just gets your day up and running. So I think running has the long-term benefit, right? So walking has the immediate short-term benefit. And yeah, I'm hoping when I'm back, I'll be able to read the Savers email and that Pace Sports Management email I've sent. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you think they're any good.
Okay, so diary entry number 3. What did you not see on my walk to the gym, at the gym, and on the way back home? So, 10:24. Just eating my toffee oat biscuits. They say you are what you eat. With the amount of stones I have stuck in my shoes currently, I'm certainly as crunchy as a biscuit already. Okay, so that was the walk to the gym. 11:05. Arrived at the gym. There's a gentleman looking at his phone while sitting on the machine I want to go on. I was annoyed until I realised I'm doing the exact same thing as I typed this diary input, typically, and then walk back from the gym. 12:38. Walking back from the gym, I saw a man have fish and chips for lunch. He was picking his nose at the same time. That's certainly a different take on homemade mushy peas. Right, so I've got one more diary entry I'm going to do later because I'm going to go for another walk with my brother as usual. But before that, let's have a little look at the emails I've done to Savers and the management company that I've contacted. I haven't sent them yet because I want to read them first. So I'm going to print them out quickly, read them to you, see what you think. As I said, I did these while I was walking and while I was on the treadmill. So I'm hoping that they're going to sound really good still, because actually I found it was really beneficial doing it while on the move. It certainly kept me sharp. It made the time go so much quicker doing the exercise. So I'm going to quickly print them out, and I'm going to read them to you and see what you think. Okay, so all printed out, as you can see here. So I'm going to read the first one, which is to Pace Sports Management. So that was, again, Usain Bolt, Mo Farah's sort of their sports management company, essentially. So when you try and get in contact with them, this is where you've got to go. So, okay, to whom this may concern. Firstly, I hope this email finds you well. My name is Harry Animals, and on May 24th, I'm running 100 kilometres at the London2Brighton Ultra Challenge to raise money for a local charity called THINK18. I'm aware many of your clients will already support many charitable acts, and therefore I apologise if this may not be of interest to you. However, I would greatly appreciate a couple of minutes of your time in the event you may be able to help. THINK18 are a local charity in West Sussex. They support young adults with learning difficulties, providing them with the opportunity to take part in social events that many of us take for granted. This includes going to the cinema, camping, even going to the pub. Through my work as a sports coach, I was fortunate to see the great work they do. Regardless of whether it was archery, football, or a game of rounders, there's a real community spirit. Ultimately, THINK18 have given these young adults a safe space to build friendships, keep active, and have fun. It is for this reason I'm taking part in my fundraising challenge to further support the work they do. This year, many of the vulnerable young adults are taking part in their own fundraising challenges. Challenges include walking 18 minutes a day or running 18 miles a month. I'm hoping my 100km ultra challenge is inspiring more to take part. I've then mentioned I've got a YouTube channel and put the link, so hopefully they'll watch this. However, I believe having a more established world-class athlete than myself may have a bigger impact on inspiring the young adults at THINK18. I appreciate your clients may not be able to support this, but I truly believe any message or short video would have a huge positive impact on everyone associated at THINK18. Many thanks for your time, and I hope this may be of interest to you. I have attached the link to THINK18's website below in my Just Giving page regarding my upcoming Ultra Challenge event. Thanks again. I hope to hear from you soon. Kind regards, Harry Annals. That was half an hour on a treadmill writing that. I think that's pretty good doing that on the move. As I said, I think walking really does help. Here we are. Here's their website. As I said, it says about invitation charity and autograph requests. It says they find it very difficult because they do a lot of charity stuff. But I've essentially done the online form, so I've copied and pasted everything in. Just going to double check it all makes sense, and yeah, we'll send it off. You never know. Let's hope we get some positive response. And the next one I actually did while walking outside, just to see if it was any different really, but I had to say it probably took me about 20 minutes, so similar sort of times, a little bit shorter. So let's see, what did I say to savers? Dear savers, I hope this message finds you well. This is probably an incredibly bizarre message for you to receive, but I just wanted to say thank you. I'm currently in the process of training for a 100km ultramarathon to raise money for a local charity that supports young adults with learning difficulties. As part of my journey, I've been uploading vlogs to YouTube so the young adults and kind people who have donated can follow my progress. One of the highlights of my training has been your products. From your lion's mane and Korean ginseng supplements to your Cairo felt and kinesiology tape, it genuinely helps support the hours of training I've done. I've even gone as far as putting your sponge wipes under my insoles for extra cushioning. I'm sure this is a first. Many thanks again. I look forward to using your products on the big day, and in brackets, 24th of May. Kind regards, Harry. I've read them through now. I'm very happy with them. I think the exercise definitely helped me structure that properly. Let's send them off. So I thought it was only fitting to finish with my poem, which is called Journey. It took me the longest one to make, essentially. So, yeah, I'm hoping you'll like it. It was about 40 minutes it took, but I'm very happy with how it's come out. And I'll put a video of it or a picture of it at the end so you can read it through if you wanted to, of course. But yeah, I'm very happy with how it's came out. You probably noticed I'm in the car as well because it's very fitting, you'll see, for the poem. So it's called Journey. So it all started with a vlog in the car, talking about a challenge where the distance is far. 100 kilometres is no mean feat, but at least I can enjoy the occasional treat. Buying biscuits, sponges, or a nice spray, it supported my journey to the 24th of May. Overall, the training has been fun, even on the days when I feel too tired to run. Whether it's been boxing, walking, or going to the gym, there was a point where I was too slim. At that time, I needed more fuel, and to my rescue was a bottle of Huel. There have been moments where I felt stuck, not just at yoga, but saving Donald Duck. SpongeBob has been with me in my hour of need, helping me carry out the occasional good deed. Over this period, I've gone through a lot of shoes and taken many trips to local public loos. Let's not forget all the Cairo felt and tape, and feeding the blackbird many a grape.
So as we approach the end of training, who can believe how little it's been raining? Many a run when the sky is blue, but enough about the weather, it's time to thank you. Today is number 86 of the vlog. If you're still watching, it's been quite the slog. My daily evening uploads, I hope they've been worth the wait. I appreciate everyone who continues to donate. Writing this poem has given me a moment to pause, raising money for an amazing cause, supporting THINK18 with the money you give, a special local community where we all live. And that was Journey by myself, the ultra athlete, Harry Annals. I'm going to put a picture of it now. I hope you liked it.
Out for my walk again, 39,000 steps at the minute, so yeah, a lot. Basically trying to get my last bits of diary entries in, but that's the last thing I've got to do today. The other thing I'm doing, some training of course as well. Got my banana in one side, water in the other. Feeling good though, I've had some toffees as well, so yeah, I've certainly treated myself alongside all my training today. Remember, that's an important tip from yesterday. Yeah, you would have just seen Sabres have got back in touch, and the Jess, who's the lady who got back in touch with me, she's passed it on to the relevant team. So I don't know if there's a sponge department or a Cairo felt department, but I'm hoping I have made their day if that's the case. There you go though, it shows doing a walk while writing a message or an email definitely works, because they obviously liked it. So yeah, very good, very happy with that. I'm glad they got back in touch.
From a walk, it's now time to read my final 3 diary entries. So, 3:19. Back out walking with my brother. I couldn't help but notice his spray. It's one from Lush called Grape Soda. With that in mind, he might be a new meal for the Blackbird soon. 4:06. Just read the Chelsea vs Liverpool team news. I tried to think if there was ever a Chelsea player called Harry. I couldn't think of one, mainly because I was thinking about eating the toffees I brought. 4:43. The last one for today. Nearly finished the walk, so I used the last part as inspiration for my vlog tomorrow. I've decided to look at famous sports quotes. Can they be used as motivation? It's been a while since I've done a quiz, so maybe we do that as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoy watching this one first. I'll catch you later.